You want to go?
Fucking line.
I know, it's so...
The line is sexy today. I feel good. Oh, Jesus, hold on.
You're right.
Do I just put yours over there as well?
Ba-ting! What's happening, people?
Pow!
That's...
I look so orange in that.
Wait, hang on, we'll change lighting. Hang on.
No, I like it.
That better.
Oh,
Then I look
that's
so white. Oh my god!
Jeez! Right.
What's going on, people? It's been so long since I videoed, but you know, we've had stuff going on. We're back. We've got content going. So much plans. We're joined with this boy. Also, gonna plug. He did something new.
Stand up.
It's interesting. No, I'm kidding. It's pre-workout. If you can see that, I will not drop it. I'll link in the description. He's got workout plans, gym clothing, and his pre-workout going. Hashtag. Just discount code silly season. I'll get you 10% off.
10% off the thing.
10%? Just get on that now. Buy it all. So we are doing chest or chest and shoulders.
Push. Chest, shoulders, triceps,
get out,
abs,
go
legs, everything.
Oh, I mean,
that's what we put.
I am beyond buzzing after taking 2 scoops of this. So I don't know. I'll probably leave it raw. I'm not gonna do any sick edits just because it's my first video back. Want to make it easy. Yeah. Also, Parsa's
sorry.
They can't do that. That's Parsa's Insta. I'll also put the link for his like YouTube. Everything down below. And then like what we tell him to comment on all your videos.
I don't know. You need like a logo.
Yeah,
not a logo. You need a ting. Do you know what I mean? Your own like superhero slogan.
I'll put it here for what you need to comment. And comment on all of his shit just annoy him.
Just drop it.
Just do it. Just annoy him. Don't even follow him. Just comment that. No, I'm kidding. No. Follow him. Like everything. Let's go. Let's get this workout going before this pre-workout wears off.
Boom. Boom. Let's have it.
Boom. There we go, guys. Workout filmed. Done. Workout filmed. Workout done.
Workout done. Did.
All I'm saying is, guys, if you don't buy that, you're missing out on some amount of focus. Like, I know I missed that 100 kg bench, but I'm going to put that down to the fact that my shoulder's still iffy. Should have had it strapped up again. But yeah, that workout was good. I feel like I've missed that, man. Like, I've been slacking too much with the gym and slacking too much with content. That's why I shot Parsa a text being like, let's go for a heavy session, because I knew the minute I had that one session in,
it's back to it,
I was sorted. That was good. I need to stop saying I'm gonna have constantly like, it's gonna be like because I'm gonna be like changing position. That was good. You can tell I've not been filming for ages. Say that again. Yeah, we're just gonna talk a minute about kind of like whether you should bulk or cut, where you're starting off, like what different positions is, because I know you've been given loads of questions about it. I've been given loads of questions about it. So we're just both gonna give you our advice, because I know the last time we did that abs advice, so many people shot me a message being like, that was such good advice, thanks guy. Right, so like I was saying, I recently, like coming up to summer, a lot of people have been getting back into the gym, or they're just not sure what to do because of the way their body is and what kind of body type they are. So you've got obviously the endomorph, ectomorph and mesomorph. And basically it's a lot of guys that are coming to me going, right, okay, I'm a little bit skinny fat, I'm in this position, what do I do? Initially, like my go-to is how long you've been lifting, what you've been doing, what you eating, because if you're skinny fat and you've been kind of going to the gym for a while, you need to sort that diet first. You need to go into a bulk, because there's no point you cutting down to then try and put the muscle on. Use what weight you've got to bulk up, increase your size, and then go on a cut.
I think that's really important. Like, the whole concept of going on a cut is losing body fat to show what you have underneath it. So if you don't have a good few years of training behind you to have that kind of like muscle there, like the mass and the muscle maturity, like it just you're not gonna have anything to show. You're just gonna cut down, you're just gonna be skinny, and like, do you know what I mean? Like, if that's kind of look you want to go for, fair enough, but I'd say to anyone, like, at least bulk for 2-3 years, and get to like a reasonable amount of muscle on first before you even think about cutting, because otherwise it's just gonna be pointless. Do you know what I mean? Because
that's the position I've been in. Like, I would say, so I've been going to the gym for probably since like end of 2016, start of 2017, and I wouldn't say I properly trained for my first year. I would just go in and just like smash it and just hit whatever I wanted and not be consistent with it. So like, you want to be consistent with when you start training. Like, if you're going to go for a bulk, go for it. Don't say you're going to bulk, go 2 weeks in and then go, oh shit, I look kind of fat. Listen guys, drop that right there. If you're skinny fat already, don't try, like, train abs, don't try and lose the weight, try and put muscle mass on. It's all about, like Parsa saying, muscle maturity. If you don't have that there, you're gonna have nothing when you cut. You're gonna look tweedy. And also, going out to be like for a cut, you want to make sure you've, like Parsa saying, bulked enough, a good year or two, that you've consistently trained, consistently upped those weights, and then you can cut. And only, I would say probably 2.5, 3 years.
I'd say, like, see, to be fair, like, I've been training for 4 years, just past 4 years, and this year was the like first year that I did a proper cut. Like, I did a cut last summer for like maybe 3-4 weeks, and it was literally pointless because I still wasn't big enough. Do you know what I mean? So like, once I went on a cut, I just looked skinny. I just looked like I didn't go to the gym. Like, it wasn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, it didn't stand out. So that's why after last time I was like, right, I'm just gonna put on as much size as possible. And that's why this year when I cut down, it looked considerably bigger because I had like stuff to show underneath.
Yeah, that's why, like, a lot of people actually, when I put stories up of like my current physique, a lot of people go, oh, how do you maintain this? How do you get this? Because I've always naturally got abs. And what people also need to remember with a bulking cut is, see, when you're bulking, you can't control where your body fat's going to go to. So for myself, I reckon I could be up at 15-16% body fat and I'll still have abs. Because of my genetics, that's just my body fat goes to my lower back. Like, see, right now, I've got abs, but see, if you were to touch my lower back, it's just fat. So when you're bulking, fat's going to go to abs, fat's going to go to legs, it's going to go to your lower back. Do not worry about that. You need to get that out of your head. And the same with cutting. I know a lot of people that are on cuts right now, and a few people have actually trained that are on cuts. They're constantly asking me why they don't have abs yet, or how can they target certain bits of body fat to lose. And guys, you can't. I
always get that, like, it's like, how do you get rid of love handles?
You just can't.
You can't.
You just
like,
can't.
If like your like genetics could be to store every single bit of body fat into your love handles, so you could be at 5% body fat, and that other 5% body fat is in your love handles. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They will still be there, and there's literally nothing you can do about it.
Unfortunately, like, the most you can try is trying to like change your diet up and pray and hope that your body fat shifts from there. But like we're saying, guys, it's just purely down to your genetics.
And, like, sorry to jump. Like, it'll be down to fat. Like, say you could be like 15% body fat. If you drop to 12%, that could instantly target that one area that you want to get rid of. Do you know what I mean? Like, when I was cutting down, like, my chest got super shredded in the space of like a week. And do you know what I mean? And like, that's just where my body, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
lost fat that week.
Just wherever your fat deposits are. I say this to people all the time. It doesn't matter how hard you train or how hard you diet. If you've got stubborn body fat in that area, you're just gonna have to try and hold out and hope and like just
be consistent.
Yeah.
And just not give up. Because you get a lot of people that will like be very inconsistent with both bulking and cutting. So they'll be like, right, I want to put size on, and they'll bulk for 2-3 weeks, and then they'll change their mind and they'll be like, right, I'm going to cut now for 2-3 weeks. And like, you will not make the progress you want to if you do not stick to something.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't bulk and get strength if you just go on a big, massive, like, intense cut after like 2 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're just going to get to a point where you're just going to be maintaining and making no progress whatsoever.
100%,
and then that's when you're going to start getting irritated with training, being like, oh, why is nothing going anywhere? Why am I not, do you know what I mean? Why am I not looking like this yet? Just bulk, put size on, right? It's going to be like, for some people, it's going to get nasty. Do you know what I mean? You are going to put on unwanted body fat.
The thing is as well, like, you've got to, like, with that unwanted body fat, you've got to just focus on your goal. So your goal is initially to get big and then shred down. Yeah. Everyone wants to be.
It's a long game.
Oh, it's a vicious circle.
Yeah.
Because you get so fat, not fat. I don't like that term. You get fluffy.
Yeah.
And then people go, oh, stuff this, I'm going to cut.
Yeah.
Guys, don't give up.
Yeah.
The other thing is like, train abs on a bulk. So many times I get asked, like, people are on a cut and it's, why aren't my abs showing? Why isn't this? Why isn't that? Like, first of all, my first question is, did you train them on the bulk? If not, then that's why.
Yeah.
Second question is, how consistent is your diet? Because abs are made in the kitchen, people. I cannot stress enough that if you do not have a clean diet on a cut, you could be on a negative surplus, but if you've not got the correct diet, then you're not going to get those shredded abs. Like, of course you can get abs that are kind of there, because you see people do it where they eat out all the time, and but yeah.
No, because that was really surprising for me in my cut, where like within 3-4 weeks I got shredded. Like, my obliques were showing, my abs were showing, and I was so confused what everyone was talking about it being like, oh, it's so hard getting abs, it's so hard to be consistent, cutting is so difficult. It's, if you are consistent, and especially intermittent fasting as well, that made my job so much easier. Like,
we
were
just
talking about this in the gym. Like, generally, if you hold out and don't have a meal till 2 or 3, you've got so much more flexibility within your diet, within the meals you can have. You have a lot more carbs you can have before you train, so you actually have like fuel to workouts, and you're not like feeling depleted all the time. You're not feeling flat. Like, you will feel good. So that is the way forward. Do you know what I mean?
With that being said, I do want to like play devil's advocate and say that doesn't work for everyone. I know that I know some people that doesn't work for, because your body, like, when you're intermittent fasting, your body gets used to, like we were talking about, your body gets used to when you're getting meals. So say you have something on that day, you get up, you have like your protein shake or your coffee or whatever that you have as your first like kind of thing in the morning. You then maybe you run over, you do something like that causes you to not be able to eat on time, then your body starts to get hungry, you start to feel depleted, you start to feel woozy,
cravings, and
cravings, and then you're out and you go, sack this, I'm gonna get a chocolate bar, sack this, I'm gonna do this. So like, it's trial and error, isn't it? Like,
it is what works best for you. But I've found, for me, because like, I've tried a few different things, and I just feel like that is the easiest for targeting fat loss specifically, especially if you're doing cardio in the mornings, because the whole point of like being fasted is you like if you think of your body as like a kind of fuel tank, you put carbs in, that's the fuel, okay? If you don't eat for like a certain amount of time, all those carbs get used up. So when you come to like do something, go for a walk, do your incline walk, do your cardio, your body's like, right, well, I've got no fuel in me. So that's when it's going to start tapping into like other fuel sources, like for example, your fat stores and stuff like that. So that's why it's so effective. Whereas if you're just doing cardio within the day, like, you will already have kind of like fuel in your tank, so just use some of that fuel. Do you know what I mean? And it might, like, at the end of the day, your body will use some of your fat stores and stuff, but that intermittent fasting especially, it straight off targets your kind of like fat because you have nothing in you.
What you need to be careful with that as well is like that you're not waiting too long to eat with intermittent fasting, because it will then start eating into your protein.
Yeah.
And then once you eat into your protein, you start to lose muscle mass.
Yeah.
It's a hard game to play. That's why I would always say, if you're wanting to go on a serious cut and diet down for something, make sure you're being accountable.
Yeah.
Make sure you're constantly tracking your meals, and if not, have someone that does it for you. Have someone that keeps you accountable.
Yeah.
Like, say I was going on competition prep, I would go to someone like Parsa or someone else that would be making sure my meals are set out. So if that's what you want and you need someone, both of us do that. So like, don't hesitate to message, don't hesitate to this. Wrap the talk up there.
Yeah.
Shoot over to Parsa's channel to see what we talk about on his, because we do another topic, because space it up for you. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Much more content coming. Like, subscribe, turn the bell icon on, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.